Today, I want to celebrate with you some of the success that we've had with our budget babes. These babes have paid off so much debt. I'm so excited.
Hi, I'm Megan with Bethel Budgets. I'm here because it's more than just math. At some point, you've probably built a budget. You've laid out your income, you've laid out your expenses, and thought it's simple math. I'll just stick to what's on the paper. But then life happened and your budget didn't work out. The reason? Because it's more than just math. That's where I come in. Let's figure this out together. Don't give up. You've got this.
If you don't know what Budget Babes is, it is a group that I run in my town that we all get together once a month and we have a budget party. And this budget party, I call it a party, but it's more like a support group. We get together and we have snacks and we laugh a lot and we have fun. So we call it a party, but what we're doing is we're working on our budget and we build our budgets together and we talk over budgeting issues and things that we're having struggles with. And there are sometimes tears because it's hard work and the things that we talk about can be difficult, but it is just, it's a wonderful community that we've built. And these babes that are in this group, they work so hard to support one another and they work so hard to do their budget and pay off debt and fund their emergency fund and their sinking funds, and they're doing the work, and it is amazing what they're accomplishing, and I am so proud of every single one of them. So in order to join the Budget Babes, what happens is somebody connects you with me and I take you out for coffee and I ask you questions and you tell me about what's going on with you and your life and your budget, and I tell you about what we do and how we can support you. And then over a couple of coffee dates, we get you set up with a budget, we get you set up with a debt digging plan and a savings plan, and we get you started. You start coming to our budgeting parties and we walk you through from step one all the way through all of your debts being paid off, your savings being funded, your dreams and your goals being met, and it is amazing. If this is something that you want to support, I have in my description box a buy me a coffee link. So if you support me through that, then you can essentially buy them a coffee so I can take somebody new out to coffee and get them started on their budgeting journey. I don't make any money doing any of this. It's just free thing that I do, that I help all of these women with their budgets, have them join our group, and we go through their budget journey with them. So if you want to support that, that's the best way to do that besides subscribing. So if you're new, subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments that you have subscribed so that I can personally welcome you to my channel. So every time we meet with the Budget Babes, we start our meeting with gold star moments and goals for the upcoming month. So a gold star moment is something that we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate with you. And so you tell us what we're celebrating and we celebrate big time with you. And then we talk about your goal that we all then chat about throughout the month to hold each other accountable. So we do gold star moments and goal moments, and that's what I wanna share with you today. So the first babe I wanna talk about today, the first budget babe that I wanna talk about today is Bree. Bree's gold star moment is that she was able, so backstory, Bree is engaged and she's getting married. And so she has been working on her wedding, and she went to a bridal show, which the photographer from her wedding was there offering the same package she had just signed up for $2,000 less than she had just paid. So her gold star moment was that she walked up to this photographer and she was like, excuse me. And so she talked to them and was able to save $2,000, which is huge. She's paying for her wedding in cash. They're not going into any debt for this wedding. So this was huge savings for her. Gold star Bree, I'm very excited for all of your savings on your bridal budget. And her goal for next month is to better understand her bridal budget. They had an idea of what they could afford and just trying to stay in this budget. But when you first start setting up your wedding, you're booking this and you're booking this and you're booking this and you're booking this. And you've got these bookings and these contracts out everywhere. And then you pay X amount up front and then you pay X amount so long before the wedding. So sometimes you're paying monthly, sometimes you're paying it all up front, sometimes you're paying 60 days before, 30 days before, 90 days before. So her goal this month is to set up her whole bridal budget. She started on Sunday when we were there by listing everything that she needs, everything that she's already booked, the total cost, when everything's due, what her down payment was. She just started making this whole sheet of everything that is her bridal budget. So that is her goal, is to complete that and get a really good picture and get some peace about all of that. The next budget babe I want to talk about is Lindsay. Lindsay's gold star moment was that she successfully sat down and did the whole budget. She got every category filled in, all the income, every expense listed out. She is ready to go. She's excited to not be anxious to do the budget every day and to have a way to track her expenses, and that she gets to sit down with her husband and do that. So gold star Lindsay, I'm very excited for you. Lindsay's goal for this month is to continue to keep up with her budget all month long. She's going to be tracking her expenses and categorizing them in every dollar every day. The next budget babe to celebrate is Katie. This was her first month getting to use sinking funds for one of her kids' birthdays. So she's been working really hard to get her sinking fund set up, and so she had a sinking fund for one of her kids' birthdays. This was the first month she got to use that. It was very empowering and freeing for her monthly budget to be able to use that money from her sinking funds to pay for those birthday expenses. So gold star Katie. And Katie's goal for this month is to figure out her car situation. So we got hit with hail really, really bad in our area, and her car was totaled. I mean, windshield smashed, headlights, everything. The whole car is just, it's a goner. And they do not finance cars. They buy their cars outright. And they had just gotten this one and paid cash for it not too long ago. I guess they've had it for maybe a year or two. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember exactly how long, but they've had this for a while and they were doing pretty good. So they have a lot of savings, but they just like a week before the storm, they just sent enough money over to both of her and her husband's Roth IRAs to fully fund those Roth IRAs for the 2023 year before that deadline was over. And so they just moved all those savings over, and now they have a totaled car situation. So they're gonna have to figure out how they're going to do this next car, what they're going to do about that. So good luck, Katie, with that. We will be thinking about you and praying for you with that. The next budget babe that I want to celebrate is Kim. Kim paid off 3 credit cards this month and some attorney's fees that she had been dealing with. These were really big stressors in her life, and she's been working so hard sticking with her monthly budget and paying these things down. And she got 3 credit cards and those fees paid off. Gold star Kim, that is a huge accomplishment. I'm so proud of you. Now her only remaining debt is the car, so she's working on that next. That would be one of her next goals. Her goal for this coming month is to keep that low spending, no spending going so that she can save even more money. The next budget babe to celebrate is Becca. Becca's been working really, really hard, and she also paid off all of her credit card debt in 1 month. She came into some extra money. She was able to use that. Her and her husband sat down and they talked about their goals and what they want to do with this money and what their future plans are. And they used this money to pay off every single one of their credit cards. They are working with a financial planner on what to do with the rest, and they are setting up their long-term goals for retirement. So that's her goal for this month, actually, too, is to work on those goals and what their future retirement and long-term goals are. So gold star Becca, I am so excited for you. The freedom that you have now in your budget, all of those, it was like $1,500 a month going towards credit card payments that is now free in your budget to be spending towards your actual priorities and your actual goals. Next budget babe to celebrate is a new budget babe that we're going to welcome to the group. We had Claire come and join us. So we're just celebrating that she was there, that she's taking the step, and she came, and she was new, and it was probably a little overwhelming. We're a loud and fun group. So Claire, gold star, thank you for coming and joining us. And I hope that your budgeting journey this month is going very, very well. And her goal for this month is to just get started, just get going and looking into all of these things and getting things set up. The next budget babe to talk about and celebrate is Kayla. And we are celebrating that she got all of her debts paid off, that she's been on a debt digging journey, and her goal was to have everything paid off by May, and she got it done 2 months early. So in March, she was able to pay off all of her debts. Congratulations, gold star Kayla. We're very excited for you. And her goal for this month is to follow her budget and stick to the plan They are going to be planning out what's coming for next year very soon. It's just some big financial goals that are coming up, so they're working on planning those out. So that's her goal for this month. The next budget babe to celebrate is Margie. Margie has 2 celebrations. One, that she got some extra income. She's a stay-at-home mom, and she just came into some extra income that they are not going to let lifestyle creep into this at all. They took and immediately started applying this towards their house. So they're going to be able to pay off their house super fast. So congratulations, Gold Star Margie. That is super exciting. And the other celebration for them is that they are doing what we call the State of the Family meeting regularly. A lot of my budget babes are now. In February, we had our budget team check-in. So all of the budget babes brought their spouses, their significant others, their budget accountability partner. They brought somebody with them to the meeting. And we had a guest speaker who was a marriage counselor come in. It's my husband, actually. He came in and he taught all of us about how to do a State of the Family meeting. So you sit down and you review how to be a good listener and how to effectively communicate what you're trying to say. So you talk about all of those things, and then you talk about what's going great in your marriage and maybe what's not, or your relationship, what's going well, what's not. And you talk about the kids or your pets, what's going well, what's not. You talk about the calendar, you talk about the meal plan, you talk about all these different aspects of your life, and then you talk about the budget too. So you talk about the different categories. This is where I jumped in with, you talk about your categories, you talk about your spending, talk about the habits, all of those things. So then you end with, how can I make you feel loved this week? What do you need from me? All of these things. And it's been so good for so many people. And this was what Margie was saying. And this is, I'll speak from my experience too here, where we used to have so many more blow up fights before we started doing this because of missed expectations. I would expect for one thing to happen and something else would happen, but we are having more conversations in advance. So who's got to be where and when, and who's doing this and who's doing that, and we're sorting those things out in advance. And we are talking about things at a regular interval in a calm, cool, collected manner that is just part of our routine. So less balls are being dropped, our expectations are more clear, and we are discussing them in a way that is calm. And so the opportunity to blow up about something is less in the first place. But also it's just such a healthy habit, and it's something that's been working very well for this couple as well. They were talking about, they used to have blow up fights about their budget, and now they're able to talk about their budget in a more constructive way. And it's been very connecting for them. This is something I plan to make a video about very soon. I just have not gotten to it yet. My list of videos I need to make is very, very long, but it's coming. So hang in there. I'll get to that one soon. It's called the State of the Family, and you can Google it. It's not a new concept. We've just put our own spin on it. Gold star for you for being on top of your State of the Family and that extra income that's now coming in and using it so wisely to pay off your house. Oh, and Margie's goal is to move from tracking where her money went to managing where she wants her money to go. And that's a big, huge goal. And I'm so excited to have that verbalized. That is a big thing that I work on with all of my budgeters. And actually, a lot of the softwares that are out there that are being pushed so heavily in advertisement right now, they're just a way of tracking where your money has gone. And I so badly want to get people to start telling their money where to go. You need to plan in advance for what you want your money to do, where you want your money to go. You need to do that before your money goes anywhere. You need to have a plan. And then you track not where your money went, but you track how you've done aligning with those goals. It's a different language, it's a different mindset, and it is way, way more productive. It will get you to your goals a whole lot faster. So I am very excited to see that being her goal for this month, and I hope that is a goal for many, many more people, especially if you're watching my videos, if you're on my channel. Start giving every dollar a name, every dollar a job, however you want to think of it. You have to have a plan for every single dollar. And then you track that that dollar is doing what you told it to do in the first place. And then you see how you did at the end of the month so that you can then figure out what to do going forward. Did you have a more than just math situation? How well did you stick to your plan? Did you overspend? Did you underspend? Were you right on budget? And then what are you going to do about that? Are you in debt now? Or do you have extra money to put towards your extra income priorities list? All of those things are super important to be tracking and monitoring and closing out so that you can make progress. I hope you enjoyed and can celebrate with all of these budget babes who are making huge progress. Quick estimation, that was at least $30,000 in debt paid off from the budget babes. I am so excited. I am so proud of them. I just gold stars all the way around. Way to go, budget babes. I hope that you are doing a budget. I hope that you are having an accountability partner. If not, a fun support group like ours. Get your budget going. Don't give up. You've got this.